Okay, welcome to the channel. So here's the plan. I don't know if it's a very good plan. I don't know if it'll work. I hope it'll work. But we've had this old desk here. We didn't have any plans for it, really. So I decided that I want to make a workbench out of it. With wheels, something that'll move around. We'll be able to move around. Because my workspace is very small. So plan is to build a base for this, put some wheels, casters on it, and put this on the end so it's flush with the top, and I can use this for cutting. I had legs on this, but the legs were real janky and not very sturdy, so I was concerned that it was going to fall while I was using it. So that's the plan. I'm going to try to turn this into a sort of portable, not portable, but mobile workbench type thing. Put a shelf down here probably. Want to save this spot for my shop vac. I can connect to the back of the saw right there. And just have the shop vac in there connected to that at all times. Alright, I'm going to get started. It's a lot of measuring and a lot of cutting. .6 feet by 21 inches. All I'm going to do is throw a screw straight into each one of these legs, and then I've got some L brackets I'm going to attach to these legs from the other side. I'm going to cut a 2x3 for support under the bottom of this for each side, this side and that side. And it'll give me something to build onto for the little platform for my saw to sit on. At first, I wasn't going to put these on because I didn't think it was necessary, but because that board was so warped down here, it went up, I thought it was a pretty good idea to do, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to build this little table for my saw to sit on right here. But now that I have this base down here, I'll be able to build right off of that, I think. Alright, I'm going to attach to the other side and move on. I forgot to mention that I'm trying to use any scrap wood that I have to build this thing. I've got this old wooden bed frame that I found on the side of the road. I've got 2 more pieces like that down there. I don't have very much 2x3s left. That's all I have. So I'm going to rip this down about in here. Get rid of this, and I'll have a nice chunk of solid wood. And then I'll be able to, I think my plan is to attach this, put a piece of wood here, then on top of that, run it across to attach that. Same on both sides. Then a piece that goes across here. So it's nice and solid, and then I'll put a piece of plywood on top of it and attach my saw to it. That's the plan. I hope it'll be solid. I think it'll be solid, but I guess there's only one way to find out. Okay, I got all my cuts made. I took a little bit of measuring, but this is the idea. I'm going to screw these right to the leg of this, make sure they're level. Then I'm going to screw these right to the base, take that bed frame, attach it just like that. Boom, and put my piece of plywood on top of that. I've got a support over here for the front. I'll attach that to that. Alright, I'm going to attempt this. Well, it's not the most beautiful creation ever, but I think it'll work. It's pretty solid. I'm going to cut a piece to go over top of this, piece of plywood to go over top of it, and then get my saw attached to it. And hope it doesn't fall apart. Oh, and get the casters put on before I get the saw put on. I'm not a professional. This isn't the most beautiful thing in the world. I was trying to do this cheap and with stuff I had. Let's see if it will work. Moves. I have locking casters that I can reach from both ends. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so it doesn't look pretty. It's just sort of pieced together. But I think it's going to work. I'm going to put that saw on it. If all my measurements are right, the saw should be pretty close to level with this tabletop. I'd say that's pretty level with it. Not bad. I gotta bolt that on or screw it on. Probably should bolt it. And I want to put a drawer, or not a drawer, but a shelf in there. And I need to fix this big middle drawer. So I got some storage for stuff. Get my shop vac put in there. I forgot I had these to put on these legs. for added support, but I don't think I need them. I'm going to save these. So the only thing I purchased for this were the casters and the screws and washers to put the casters on. The rest of stuff I had here. So ultimately, upfront cost right now, it was pretty cheap. And that's what I was going for. Now that that saw's on it, it's a little weighted down over there. It's rubbing on the ground, but it's not a big deal. I'm happy with it. Again, I'm not a professional, clearly, but I wanted to make something cheap and easy. And I think it was pretty cool to recycle this desk that was going to go in the trash and all these other little pieces of wood, the bed frame that I found, all the stuff that was just laying around. So it's kind of cool. It's gonna make using the saw so much easier. I'll have a place to support the wood, and I'll be able to move it in and out of my way. So I guess that's it. It'll probably evolve as I use it, but right now this is the completed piece. A janky, movable saw bench. Alright, thanks for watching.